The early days. A hard beginning. Ka-shing was born in 1,928 inches, a small town in Chaoan, Guangdong, China. His family was poor, but they were kind and hard-working. His father was a teacher who believed in education and honesty. When Li was still a young boy, war broke out in China. His family had to leave their home and move to Hong Kong to escape the fighting. Life there was very hard. They lived in a tiny apartment, and soon after, Li's father became sick with tuberculosis and passed away. Li was only 15 years old, but now he was the man of the family. He had to stop school and work to support his mother and younger siblings. This was a painful time, but it also built his strength, patience, and courage. Working from the bottom, Li got a job in a plastics trading factory. He worked 16 hours a day, every single day, often standing the whole time. But instead of feeling sorry for himself, he decided to learn everything: how business worked, how factories were run, how to deal with customers and suppliers. At night, when others went home, Li read books about business, science, and technology. He wanted to understand how successful people thought. He told himself that education doesn't only come from school, it comes from effort and experience. His first big dream. After saving every bit of money he could, Li started his own small business in 1950, when he was just 22 years old. He called it Kong Industries, named after the Yangtze River, a symbol of strength and endurance in China. He began by making plastic flowers, which were very popular in the West at that time. Li worked day and night to make them of better quality than anyone else. His products became famous, and he started exporting them overseas. Soon, his business was growing fast. From this humble factory, Li learned an important rule. Don't chase quick money. Build something that lasts. From plastic to property, in the 1,960 seconds, Hong Kong's economy was changing. Li noticed that land and buildings were becoming more valuable. When others were afraid to invest, he saw opportunity. He began to buy land when prices were low and develop it into factories, apartments, and offices. When the market rose again, his company became very successful. By 1972, Kong was listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, turning Li into one of the city's leading businessmen. Building a global empire. Li was not satisfied with success in one area. He wanted to build something bigger, a company that could last for generations. In 1979, he made a bold move that shocked Hong Kong. He bought Hutchison Whampoa, a large British trading company, becoming the first Chinese businessman to take control of a major British firm. This deal changed everything. Through Hutchison, Li entered new industries. Ports. He built one of the largest port networks in the world. Telecommunications, including mobile and internet companies. Retail. with chains like Watson's. Energy and infrastructure, power, water, and transport systems. He built a business empire that stretched from Asia to Europe and North America, earning him the nickname Superman Lee because of his incredible timing and business sense. His wisdom and character. Even though he became one of the richest men in Asia, Lee stayed humble. He lived simply, worked hard, and spoke kindly to everyone from workers to presidents. He once said, "If you think you can do something, you can. If you think you can't, you're right." He believed in honesty, respect, and giving back to society. He also believed in education, saying that knowledge is the best investment anyone can make. Giving back. The Lee Ka-shing Foundation. In 1980, Lee started the Lee Ka-shing Foundation, which he called his third son. Through this foundation, he has donated billions of dollars to build schools, universities, and hospitals. He built Shantou University in his hometown, supported medical research, and funded disaster relief around the world. Lee said, "What is the use of money if you cannot help others with it?" His kindness and generosity have improved millions of lives. Passing the torch. After more than 60 years of leading his companies, Lee decided to retire in 2018 at the age of 89. He handed the business to his eldest son, Victor Lee, but he still gives advice as a senior advisor. Even in retirement, Lee continues to support education and charity. He says he wants young people to learn, think, and give, to become leaders who care not just about money, but also about humanity. His legacy. Today, Lee Ka-shing is not only known as one of the most successful businessmen in history, but also as one of the most respected. His life shows that it doesn't matter where you start. What matters is your determination, honesty, and vision. From a poor refugee boy who lost his father to a factory worker to the Superman of Hong Kong, his story is proof that with hard work, wisdom, and compassion, one person can truly change the world. Final lesson. Lee once said, "I was not born rich. Everything I have, I built step by step. But real success is not in how much you own. It's in how much you can give back." His journey is a story of hope, showing that even in the darkest times, if you stay strong and believe in yourself, you can rise higher than you ever dreamed.